Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm with Ruth Croft. It's the day before the 2019 Trail World Championships. Hi, Ruth.
Hi, Megan.
I see you all over the world. Here we are in Portugal.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Yeah.
So this is a little bit of a different circumstance for you. You're representing New Zealand at a federation-supported event.
Yeah, it's the first time as a senior representing New Zealand, so yeah, it's good to be here.
So does that mean you were a junior mountain running representative at a time, or?
Yeah, for a junior for athletics and cross-country and mountain running.
Okay.
Yeah, but never as a senior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Of course the train's going to go by.
You called it though.
100% called it. It's like the only green space around here by a train track, and I was like, yeah, there's gonna be a train. Okay, so you are representing New Zealand for the first time as an adult.
Yeah.
And this is the Trail World Championships this year. The distance is about 45K, which, I mean, I feel like you're good at a lot of different stuff, but that's sort of like a Ruth Croft sweet spot there.
Yeah, definitely. I prefer like the 50K and at most 50 miles, sort of in that range. Yeah, definitely.
So there's a lot of talk like going on with the press about, well, what type of runner is going to win this race? Is it going to be a runner that's good at, shorter, faster, mountainy stuff, or is it an ultra runner that, has a little bit more strength? Do you have any feeling, because you're kind of like that both. You're both. You cross the bridge between the two.
Yeah, I don't know. I only looked over the last 10K of the course yesterday, and I was kind of surprised. It was like I felt like it was really hard even in that to get into a flow from like 34 to 39K.
Okay.
And I've heard that like earlier on in the course, a lot of the sections are like that. So I think it's definitely going to be. Yeah, I don't think it's a runner's race like I thought, especially when I looked at the course profile, because I was like, it's 44 with 2,000. I thought it was going to be quite fast, but I think it's going to be deceiving tomorrow, yeah.
So a little bit more strength-based than maybe you thought of going into it.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Cool. Well, talk to me about Team New Zealand. You've got a whole team this year.
Yeah, it's awesome. We've got six guys and 3 girls. Yeah, and on the women's side, we've got Mel Aitken and also Nancy, and Nancy's raced a lot in Europe last year, and also a lot of the domestic season in New Zealand, and has been getting like stronger and stronger. And also Mel, who she was racing in New Caledonia and also was on the Trail World Champs team last year, so she has experience. And for the guys, I'm not so sure on them. I'll just speak about the girls.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And for you, like, you're coming from the southern hemisphere, so you're kind of coming off summertime, but it's not been a great summer there weather-wise, or?
I don't think the summer's been too bad. It's just this last month it started to get pretty cold.
Okay.
So it's not. I was expecting it to be hotter here, so I think it will. Yeah, as long as it's not too hot, I think it'll be good for the New Zealand team.
Well, and sometimes you're kind of a world traveler, and you sort of move around and follow summer around the world. But this year you stayed in the southern hemisphere?
Yeah. I've been in New Zealand for pretty much the majority of the summer. I did a couple of races in Asia, but apart from that, I've been in Monaco.
And has that been sort of intentional for you of wanting to stay closer to home? Or?
So I like to go back to have a base somewhere for 6 months and not be traveling, because I think like when you're in Europe for the season, it's quite draining when you're always moving around. And so I really like to just be in Monaco base where I've got like friends in there and can just train. Yeah.
And so talk to me about what your southern hemisphere summer has looked like in terms of training and racing.
So it's been a bit different this year. I haven't done any trail races in New Zealand. I did Seoul Marathon, so that was in March. And so I was pretty much focused on the road until then, and then had a break to recover after Seoul, and then transitioned back into the trail. Yeah.
And so how did road marathoning go?
It actually, I enjoyed it a lot.
Really?
Strangely, I did.
It was different?
It was good, just different mentally. It really challenged me, and it's just a different training structure. And I don't know, there's something about a road marathon, how you can go for a time, and there's no lying, there's no hiding. And so
the most honest of races, right?
Yeah. And I just enjoyed having a shift of focus. Yeah.
And your training, were you mostly on the roads, or were you on soft, flat surfaces, or did you get to trails?
while I was training for the road, you mean? So yeah, I kind of had to be careful as to not to do too much on the road, especially at the beginning, because all my training previously had been on trail.
Don't break
and
yourself.
Yeah, no, it was really hard on the body. I'd have to say it took until maybe 2 weeks before Seoul until I felt like I transitioned to the road. So, but I still did some of my faster sessions on like a flat packed trail, so it wasn't all road.
And then after that, how has the transition been to convert back? I mean, that leg speed that you practiced and trained for there has got to have been good for...
Yeah, I think it will definitely help. The transition back to trail wasn't as bad as the transition to road.
Okay.
But I think the road marathon really did take quite a lot out of me, more than I thought, and it's kind of taken me a bit to get back into training and feeling good again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what did that look like? Did you just put in some short, steep, quick training, or?
After the road, I just went back to did some base training.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a long season. Yeah, and
so you're sort of thinking about the year in full spectrum.
Yeah, definitely. I see a year as in the bigger picture, and so did base training and then some sharpening sessions near the tail end.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're about to go to the opening ceremony parade where you'll fly New Zealand's colours.
Yeah.
Here in Portugal.
Yeah.
It's kind of I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah. No,
see all these
definitely
colours
different.
out and about.
Yeah. No.
So best of luck to you going around the mountain tomorrow, and we'll see you out there.
Thanks, Megan. Cheers.